Jeez, this sounds so freaking weird. Standing on top of a flowing stream, you can't even freaking see. Hey there hikers, Adam Hoyt here. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doubling down on our spooky hiking theme for the month of October with a hike that both qualifies for the terrifying 25 hiking list and is also freaking named after the devil. How much more appropriate can you get than that? For today we're going to be hiking the Devil's Hopyard. So come on, let's go take a look. Welcome back, everyone. That there was the Devil's Hopyard. What is it with me and all these devil-themed trails and things? Purgatory Chasm, now this one, Devil's Hopyard. I don't know. The Devil's Hopyard is on the terrifying? Yes, on the terrifying 25 list as one of the alternates.
Hey, Editor Adam here. I'm realizing right now that I forgot to mention why I was walking in the video. Because Devil's Hopyard is located inside the South Pond Recreation Area, you're kind of at the whim of if that park is open. In my case, I think the park might have actually closed for the year, and it being closed resulted in me adding an entire extra mile onto what I thought was going to be a very short hike for that day. So something to watch out for. If the park is closed, you're going to have to do a little bit of road walking to get to the start of the trailhead. Anyways, back to the video.
Trail guide, here we go. So in order to do the Devil's Hopyard, you start off from the South Pond Recreation Area, which is a great little state park in New Hampshire. There's a beach there and a little pond that you can hang out at, picnic tables, all the things that a cute little state park would have. But on the right side of the beach is where the trail begins. You technically begin on the Kilkenny Ridge Trail for maybe less than half a mile. You follow the edge of the pond there, and there's some benches along the way and other little areas. It's very flat. This is the easiest part of the trail, and then once you maybe get a half mile in, the trail veers off from the edge of the pond and heads to the right into the deeper part of the woods. You know you're really about to hit the Hopyard itself when the trail diverges, and over to the left you have the Kilkenny Ridge Trail, and over to the right towards the Hopyard, and we come across a little bridge across a stream. This stream is going to become very important as the source of the water that'll cause all the interesting acoustic effects that we will find along the trail. So as we hike up into the Hopyard, it's really straightforward. It's maybe another half mile of actual Hopyard itself, but you begin heading into what eventually becomes a little canyon. You'll know you're definitely on the right track. I don't know what it is. The air suddenly becomes cooler. I think it must be because of all the rocks, and as the canyon gets a little narrower, the air is just trapped in there, and it takes on the temperature of the surrounding rocks. Maybe that's part of the effect of the devil and like the evil nature of the area around it. No, yeah, definitely not, but it adds to the atmosphere of the place, especially with how damp it is and how mossy it gets. It just really makes it feel like you're in a whole nother little climate there. So you go in a little farther, and as you get deeper and deeper in, the walls of the canyon become narrower, the rocks become larger, and you are walking across little bridges and hopping on the rocks, and as it goes next to you, you'll see the little stream, and eventually the stream disappears, but you still hear it. It's still there. It is underneath the rocks. And that's what makes the Hopyard so interesting. As you're hopping yourself along the rocks, you hear the stream flow underneath. You never really see it that clearly as you're going through it, but it is trickling under there, and it's underneath the rocks, and it's like echoing back and forth across them, and it's really quite cool. Now, as you get deeper and deeper into the Hopyard, that's where it becomes trickier. Up until the main point of the Hopyard, it was very flat, and I would call that a walk in the woods, that first part. But in the Hopyard itself, it definitely becomes much more technical. The rocks become slipperier, and you have to be much more careful. As I was going through it, my foot broke through some moss down the cracks between two rocks because it wasn't really flat ground. So be aware of things like that as you make your way to the Hopyard. You know you're really nearing the end of the trail when you see the huge boulder. It's not a boulder. The large, huge cliff face that is right near the end of the trail. There is a nice sign that marks where exactly the trail ends, because basically you just keep hiking higher and higher, deeper and deeper in until it eventually just ends. And the trail is well marked to start. The Kilkenny Trail has yellow blazes, and so you see those for that first half mile before you hit to the Hopyard itself. The Hopyard Trail itself, I would say there are no actual blazes. There is that sign at the end of the trail, so you know when it ends. It is not that hard to follow the trail itself because it is so mossy. Part where people actually walk, the moss becomes a kind of brown color, so it's very clear where you're supposed to be walking, because you don't want to step on the nice green growing moss. We want to respect that part of nature. The one warning I have for you guys, you know exactly what I'm going to say. Mossy rocks are slippery. And damp, mossy rocks are even slipperier. So watch out. How many times I say this on all the trails, once those things get wet and slippery, doesn't matter what shoes you're wearing, that's when accidents start happening. Difficulty for this trail. Okay, so what's weird about this one is that first half mile, it would 100% be a walk in the woods. It's only when you get into the Hopyard itself that it really increases in difficulty rapidly, not from elevation, but just in the scrambling on the rocks and the slippery nature. So I would land this trail square in the off the beaten path territory of my difficulty ranking. So would I recommend this trail? It is on one of the hiking lists, the Terrifying 25, one of the alternates though, so it is not one of the main ones required to complete that list. It is fun and it's a cool little area to check out, but if you're someone who likes a little bit of a challenge in the trail or a longer trail for how short it is, I would not drive too far out of the way to check it out, but if you're definitely in the area, I would give it a solid recommendation. But hey, that's what I thought. At the end of the day, I want to know what you thought. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. Once again, hey, any suggestions where I should be going next, leave those down there too. If you are interested in checking out this trail and being a true completionist of your Terrifying 25, I've included a link to my All Trails map in the description down below. So check that out. Once again, all links to the gear I used are also included down there. At the end of the day, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel as well. Anyways, that's it for me. I'll catch you in the next one. Didn't expect this bonus hike for my friggin' hike today. Was that shot purely for the perfect leaf sound? Yes, 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 you caught me. You caught me.